Move, Toku. Move, Toku. Move to— okay, there we go. Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play LostWinds. In the last part, we got echoey balls, and we opened up, Dio's treasure chest journal memory magic thingamahoosum thing. And in this part, we've got to find more MacGuffin memory tests in order to regain his memory in order to, I guess that's pretty much just our only goal at this point, is to regain his memory. Not like we really had that big of a goal to begin with. It was just sort of like, hey, there's this evil guy, but I just want you to take you with me because I'm a cancer rock. Yeah, I guess that sort of works. Anyway, here we've got another sort of more, I guess it's one of the more elaborate puzzles in the game. Basically, you see that plant over there? We want to be able to get at the seed. So what we need to do is, well, there's a couple of things we need to do. First off, you need to press down this first switch, and then use Slipstream or Gust, I think either or works, in order to make it into a seed. And then you gotta just go into this other switch in order to drop it down. I'd actually recommend picking up seeds or fruit if you need to use them as weights, as opposed to trying to use the wind to manipulate them, because, as I mentioned before, object manipulation with the wind is just way too imprecise. And if it's bad with the boulders, but with fruit and seeds, it's even worse, because realistically, fruits and seeds weigh a whole lot less than boulders, and so they're even more imprecise, so it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, next up we have to put the seed into the ground here. Thankfully, not every seed needs water in order to grow. It's kind of picky whenever it needs water. I guess it's just context sensitive. But one thing that always bothered me, though, is that whenever you need water for a seed, it's always right next to it, which it kind of seems like an extra step, if you know what I mean. In the sequel, they make more of a puzzle as to how to water these plants. But for this game, it's either the plant needs to be watered, but there's water right next to it, or it's just, you know, it'll just grow by itself without water, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense when you think about it, but whatever. Anyway, similar sort of situation here. There's a pretty big theme to these puzzles, and it's basically that you need to open a door, and in order to open a door, you need to use your wind manipulation powers to get something somewhere which will allow you to reach a switch to open the door. It's not very intensive puzzles, I guess is the best way to put it. You won't be like cracking your brain open trying to figure out how to beat the game. It's not that hard. I promise, it's not that hard. I guess the appeal isn't more the puzzle solving. It's just sort of the adventure itself, and I think that there is a lot of value in that. You know, this is as you can tell by the art style and by the music, this is a game that this is a game that I would play if I ever wanted to relax. There's a lot of games like this that I play whenever I just want to sort of turn off my— well, not necessarily turn off my brain, but if I just want to chill out, relax, and have a good time. And LostWinds is definitely one of those games. I guess part of it has to do with the immersion factor, but also just from a gameplay standard, it's, the controls are intuitive, and it's just sort of an easy time. And now, it's just sort of fun to just plow through and try to see how far you can make it. Okay, I lied. There is something a little bit interesting here. You have to use Slipstream on the water all the way over this cliff in order to make that plant grow. I guess that's sort of an interesting use of the plant watering mechanic. If you can even call it a mechanic, it's more like the plant watering common sense. Anyway, I think you're supposed to use this plant if you ever want to get out of the room, like if you're coming from the opposite direction. Or, no, wait, I lie. There isn't actually— is this the way out? I cannot remember. Past me, get out, move all the way to the right past me. Okay, no, it is not the way out. Anyway, yeah, you're supposed to use that plant in order to get— oh, god damn it, respawn! If there's one thing that bothers me, it's when you go 2 feet to the left and then suddenly everything that you did is now undone. The game is pretty good about that, like boulders that you place won't just suddenly disappear and shit. But for some reason, I had to rewater that plant again. Maybe it's because I already had planted it? I'm not really sure. Actually, looking in the background there, you saw the minecart toppled over. I wonder if it's supposed to be implied that the earthquake that we had earlier is supposed to knock down all that stuff. I mean, they never really explore... Well, they might explore that. Being honest, talking to the villagers is not something I usually do in LostWinds. It's just, as I said before, I don't find the dialogue incredibly entertaining. I mean, it's not terrible, it's a little bit stilted. So I don't usually go out of my way to listen to what all of the villagers have to say, so... I don't know if they talk about, the mine and whether the earthquake had, well, they do talk about some of the lasting implications of the earthquake. Like, I think Dio at one point says that the herb shop you were supposed to go to got broken because of the earthquake, so, you could just go and play, because, hey, who cares about the broken homes of, people that we've known for our entire lives, right? But, yeah, God damn it, it was on the Switch! Anyway, excuse me. I don't know if they talk about what else got broken because of the earthquake. I think that would be an interesting thing to try out next time I play the game, but I don't... Go left past me! God damn it, how stupid are you? Go left! Seriously past me. How hard is it to figure out that after you've opened those doors, you are supposed to go through them? You went through an entire process to go open those doors. There is nothing left to do up there past me. Go to the fucking left. Jesus Christ, that's the way you came in. Ugh, God. It's times like these when watching your playback really makes you realize how sucky you really are. It's been a while. I thought I should have done a practice run, but fuck it. Who needs to do that shit, right? Not me. Yeah, especially not me. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. In the background, you can see a stairway. Oh, wait, never mind. Perspective tricks. I thought that the stairway was leading up, and then it would have become the platform we were supposed to jump on, but that was just my eyes playing tricks on me. Never mind. Anyway, by going up and around, we now have access to the rest of the room, so we can continue on our merry way with delight and joy. See, look at how cool! Oh, God! What the fuck is that thing? That might be the only point in the game where we... Actually, it's probably... I think that's the only point in the series where we see that one enemy. Huh. That's really weird. Anyway, now we have our second Dio chest, which is, great. It's just great. So now we have to go back to Dio again. So anyway, if you go to the right here, we pop out right back in the Chamber of Memories. So, wait a minute. I locked Notea in here earlier. That means I'm trapped here forever. Oh wait, the door's open. Ah, plot walls. Anyway, yep, you're staying locked in there this time. God, I'm a dick. Anyway, getting back's the same exact way as you do before, so, yeah. Anyway, now that we have the first two memory chests, we now have a choice. We can, Dio now remembers where the last two memory chests are, and we can go after one, or we can go after the other. It really does not matter which. So here is some amount of non-linearity, but it doesn't really amount to much. They're just saying go to these two places. It just doesn't matter which order you do them in. More importantly, however, we have the Game Breaker. I mean, the Jumbrella Cape. Basically, if you press the Z button while you're in the air, you get this little cape. And basically, now, Toku acts like one of those slipstream flowers. You know, the things that have the little propellers? So now, basically, you can use Slipstream to get wherever you want in the entire game. It also makes traveling a whole lot faster, because you just travel a whole lot faster when you're slipstreaming through the air, as opposed to just gusting along the ground. So now travel is incredibly convenient, and actually it's a whole lot of fun. I understand them giving it to you so late in the game just because of how game-breakingly awesome it is, but it's still a nice feature to have, especially late in the game when you need to get to places you've already been to and you want to cut out most of the backtracking and such. It's nice that they gave you an easy way to move around. Anyway, I entered and exited that room because that's not the way we're supposed to go through now. Since we now have the ability to take down flimsy wooden barricades, we are supposed to go back the way we came into, Wither Falls, I think is this place is what... I think Wither Falls is what I think this place is called. Sorry, I tongue-tied myself there. Anyway, now that we have the Drumbrella Cape, I'm pretty sure that's the only way we can get most of these last two chests. I'm sure if you tried really hard, there's a way to sequence break your way up there, but I don't really go for it, because I just don't feel like it, you know? Anyway, now that you also have the Drumbrella Cape, if you really give a shit enough to get all the Melodia statues, I would recommend doing that now as opposed to later. Thing is that after you open both chests, I don't think you're immediately brought into a plot important area, but there is a point of no return. Basically, when you decide to enter the final, when you decide to do the final thing, there is no turning back. So I just recommend, if you want to get all the Melodia statues, just do it now. It's just since you're pretty much traveling across the entire landscape of the air of the world anyway, getting these last two chests, because if I remember correctly, one is in the east and one is in the west. So, and now is just the best time to take care of those. If it just is, okay? Take my word for it. Now is the best time to do it. Anyway, all you have to do is climb up to the top here, and then you'll be able to find pretty quickly Dio's chest. If I remember correctly, it's right to the right over here. I think you just it's in this next room over here. So anyway, next time, we will find the last chest and then finally, end the game. Yeah, there really is no great finale. It's just kind of, what is our goal, anyway? Huh. Maybe we'll find out next time. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.